This one happened when they were sent to the island in Tonga called Awa. So their parents wanted them to go live at this island and go to school there for discipline reasons, and they ended up living with an auntie who actually lived on the school grounds. So life was really good. They got along really well with the other people that lived there, the other students at the school. They made friends. They even got into a daily routine. They helped clean. But there were two areas that always gave them the chills, and that was the bathroom and the walkway near the water tank, which everyone used to fill up their water bottles. So it always starts off with little things, right? Whenever you have a scary story, and this one is no different. So it started off with the cold breeze, the feeling of being watched or someone's following you, but then it quickly escalated. They are now hearing crying, someone dragging their feet, even the sound of shoes squeaking on the concrete. So one day, the person who sent in the story said that they were playing kicks with a rugby ball with some of the other kids that lived on site as well. And a girl that was playing with them said, "Oh, just wait guys, I'm just going to go to the bathroom and I'll be back." So moments pass, and the girl that had gone to the bathroom, she comes running back, screaming and just crying. And she was saying to them, "Why didn't you guys come and help me? Why? I was screaming out for help. Why didn't anyone come and help me?" And they're all asking her, like, "What are you talking about? We didn't hear anything. Like, what happened to you?" She said that something was dragging her by her hair and trying to drag her towards the stairs. Now, I don't know what threw it off, but whatever it was definitely backed away, and she knew that it wasn't human because when she turned around there was nothing there. Now everyone else just kind of just brushed it off as just being like, "Oh, she's just being dramatic." But then things got real the next night. So the person who sent in the story to me, right, she then tells me that their auntie who they live with told she and another cousin go and fill up the buckets of water from the water tanks. And it was after dark. It was around 7 o'clock. So yeah, not a very good time to go walking out. But what are they going to do? Say no to their auntie? So yeah, of course they went. So these girls are just walking around, joking, laughing, completely unaware of the danger that they're about to encounter. So the cousin goes to the bathroom, and the person who sent in the story stays to start filling up the water buckets. Suddenly, she feels this really cold gust of air. They call out to their cousin. There is no answer. They go and check the bathroom. It's empty. And then she hears her cousin's voice calling her from the water tank. So she goes and runs there, but there is no one there. Okay, so now at this point she is just done because she is convinced that her cousin is playing a prank on her, and she's like, "Nah, I'm just gonna go home." So she turns around to go and walk, and what she's walking towards is a school gate. Now here's the really crazy thing. She sees a girl sitting on the school gate. Just a note, all the school lights are on, all the street lights are on, so this person's thinking, okay, yeah, I know it's random that there's someone sitting there, but I don't think anything scary is going to happen with all these lights on. So this girl, being the friendly person that she is, she's walking and she just randomly like shouts out hi to this random person sitting on the gate. This person did not respond. They just grinned at her and then looked the other way. So they were like, okay, weird, and just kept walking. She then felt another cold rush of wind hit her back, and she immediately put down the water buckets, and when she looked up, this girl was gone. She knew at that point that something was not right. So now she is running back home, screaming to her auntie to open the door. The auntie, completely unaware and unfazed, is like laughing and says, "Where's your cousin?" She tells her, "She was playing jokes on me, so I left her back there. She's still filling up the water buckets." The auntie's face had just changed dramatically, and she started yelling at her and telling her, "Get in the car, we need to get to the school ASAP." Now they're at the school, they're looking everywhere for her, and they cannot find this cousin. So they've actually split up. So the auntie's going one way and this person is going another. As she was walking on the ground level, something turned her attention towards those flight of stairs, and she heard this voice in her mind tell her, "You have to go there, you are not gonna like what you see. So she goes, and to her surprise, she finds her cousin sitting there on the steps, but her cousin has her head in her lap and she's just sulking. She then scolds her cousin and is going off at her, telling her in Tongan what the hell, do you know what you've just put us through? So while she's going off at her cousin starts to giggle while she's crying. She still hasn't lifted her head up. So she calls out to her auntie and says, I found her, don't worry, let's go. The auntie comes and she is just puzzled. She says, what do you mean you just found her? I just got off the phone with her. She's at home. She's wanting to know where we are. She tells her auntie, no, I just saw her on the stairs. She's crying. So she takes the auntie to where she thinks she had found the cousin. And when they got there, this person had just gone. And so the auntie starts laughing and she says to her, oh, okay, now I know that you've been seeing ghosts. You would think that the story ends here, right? No, it does not. So eventually they get home and they talk to the cousin about what happened. She starts grilling her cousin, saying, why didn't you respond to me when I was looking for you? And why did you just leave me there when we were filling up the buckets? You knew that we had to go together. Why did you just leave me there? Listen very closely to this next part. The cousin tells her, you texted me to meet you at the gate and you told me would fill the water buckets up after. So she's like, show me the text. I want to see what I supposedly sent you. And sure enough, there it was on the phone. Someone had texted her just like the cousin said. The other crazy part is that 2 days after this, that text had mysteriously vanished from their phone. They started asking teachers around at the school if they knew of anyone that had died, and one of the teachers, who was a student there, said that while I was here at school, a girl did die here. She was attacked by another group of girls and unfortunately had succumbed to her injuries. So the person that sent in the story eventually was connected with this girl who died at the school with her father. And when the father showed a photo of this girl, his daughter, it was so scary because it was the exact same girl that she had seen around school. And so I know it was a long story, but it was so worth it. And if you have stayed till the end, please let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you know of the story, let me know.